that double fault. Look at this, she's still enjoying it. You've got to love it. Most of the players will take off and leave the court, but look at this crowd. This is beautiful. That is absolutely awesome. She's made her country proud. And she's going to be in. We're going to see her a lot more, I tell you, with the absolutely amazing game that she has. Just how she was furiously hitting balls and being so aggressive in that second set to even things out. And in essence, with that double fault in the first set on set point, you don't know. Yeah, she is tired. She's funny. Last night she said it's really humid. I bet she is tired. Yeah, well, she's, you know, she's not gonna lie, but everybody can tell. Good thing she has a date to recover almost.
First of all, what do you think about her game? I mean, look at her future.
Yeah, I mean, she's really good tennis player. Goes for her shots, takes the ball early, rips. Being a lefty is always tricky, competes really well. I mean, yeah, obviously she's beaten a lot of top players this week. I don't really think she needs me to tell her that she's a great player, that we're not going to see enough of her, but we definitely are. And she proved that tonight. I mean, that was really tough.
Okay, now let's talk about you. You're through the final, taking on Aryna Sabalenka. She's gotten the best of you, but you have beaten her a couple times. Did tonight prepare you for what's in store for you this weekend? Maybe it's a good thing.
I mean, I'm playing a righty, so maybe it didn't really prepare me that much. But yeah, Aryna, another hard court final for us. Hopefully I can get the better of her this time. I mean, I consider myself one of the best hard court players in the world, and I think she's probably the best right now. So it's always a tough challenge, and you know, I'm just going to have to try my best to take her out on Saturday.
Okay, you got a lot of support here, a lot of fans. This is your backyard. Don't forget that, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Pegula, through to the finals this weekend. What a big smile.
It was a tired smile. I think it's fair to say she looks like she just cannot wait to get to her bed after that and be very happy that she came through it. And she did come through it, but she also went through it, didn't she, to get there?
She went through the process, the experience, and the fact that, again, you know, I don't think she had the energy to get upset. I don't think she had the energy to, you know, put herself down in this match. She just kept at it, you know, and kept her head up and really fought, because as Andrew Krasny mentioned, she went for broke, Eala. I mean, she just went for everything. She took the ball early.
Take a trip down memory lane with me. Alex Correia versus Pete Sampras. It was in the mid-90s. Correia loses the match, but he stays on court. He was actually crying after the match, but he got a standing ovation after the match, even after an incredible performance by Pete Sampras in a 5-set match between the two. But when Correia stood up, he got a standing ovation. That reminded me of that tonight between Alex and Jessica. I thought a good point made by someone else during this match was Jessica lives about 15 minutes from the stadium. This is her home. This is where she lives. And the majority of the crowd, respectfully, was not rooting for Jessica. They were rooting for Alexandra. So that was really interesting to see. A lot of Filipinos in the crowd today. And I think as the match got past midnight, it got really cool and really interesting. What a beautiful performance by Alex to push it to a third set. She lost the first set, won the second, and lost obviously the third. But I wish it could have been a little bit more of a closer match in the third set. But what a wonderful, as far as on the women's side of this event, I think this was the match of the tournament. And that's really cool to see from a teenager playing someone who's about 10 years older than her. And now we have Jessica versus Aryna in the final, which I think is, it'll be on Saturday. Right now it's Thursday here in Dallas. If you're watching in the Philippines, or if you're watching anywhere overseas, Europe or Asia, it's well into the morning. So pretty late for y'all. But over here, it's well, at least where I am here in Dallas, it's about 12 p.m. Central. In Miami, they just finished it a little bit before 1 a.m. Eastern time over there in the beautiful Hard Rock Stadium. So really cool to see this match, and Where do we go from here? I mean, uh, I would say I am excited to see where Alexandra plays next. I'm not too familiar with her. She's brand new. Quite frankly, I've never seen her play before the Miami Open, so she's going to start going to those, you know, the Porsche Open, something it's called something like that. It's in Germany. Stuttgart. That's another one. Will she play in those overseas? I assume she will. And to see, and obviously she's going to play in the French Open, which is coming up. That's the next Grand Slam, and so we'll see what happens. It's going to be a lot of fun. Where is Iga Swiatek playing next? We do a lot of Iga Swiatek on Best Muscle Video here on YouTube. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see where Swiatek plays next, and then all these players, the Sabalenkas, the Polinis, so many injuries that didn't allow the players to play their full matches. Azarenka was a walkover. Badoza was a walkover. Jabber was a walkover. So where are these players playing next? What's the next big WTA 1000 event? I need to look at the calendar and see. But the Charleston Open is happening this Tuesday. It'll kick off the clay season. I don't think we'll see as many players at this event, but we may see a Daniel Collins there. Jessica Pegula may play in the Charleston Open, and a few other big names. Maybe Jabber will play in that, something like that. So we'll definitely be keeping in touch with that. It's an event, respectfully saying, it doesn't have the pizzazz, in my opinion, the flair, in my opinion, of a Miami Open or Indian Wells, but it's definitely one to watch, and so different when you put clay on the court instead of a hard court. So we'll see what happens there. Who is going to win between Irina and Jessica? Well, I'm going to tell you, as I'm sure you know already, this is a rematch from the U.S. Open final last year where Irina Sabalenka won that one. I'm pretty sure that was in straight sets. Sabalenka holding up that U.S. Open trophy, and she has just taken this world number one ranking by storm, and there is no end in sight of her being world number one as far as anyone can tell. She's playing such wonderful tennis, and every time she's stepping on court, it seems like she's having a lot of fun out there. So I think most people, especially people who bet in Vegas, are going to take Sabalenka. Obviously, can Jessica pull off the upset after playing a match like this? I mean, she needs to get home and get some sleep. Um, she's in her 30, 31 years old, and I think Sabalenka is 26, so that's something to keep in mind. Um, it's going to be tough. It's going to be so tough. We need to see what time this final is going to be on Saturday. Someone look that up for me. And because that'll matter too. Are they playing at night or playing in the afternoon? I assume they'll play a little earlier in the day. And maybe the men's final will go after them, or maybe the men's finals on Sunday. I haven't even looked at that. But um, I would say I'm rooting for Pegula, just because it'd be pretty cool to see a player win in her hometown. But that being said, the United States versus Belarus in this final, and a lot of respect for Arina Sabalenka. I think she's such a superstar. Did you see her play Paulini today in the semifinal? She had a tweener, one of those. She got the ball lobbed over her head, and then she hit the ball between her legs and got it in. But Jasmine quickly put it away, and then she very kiddingly just threw down her racket after that tweener, and that's the type of stuff that we really loved um, seeing from Sabalenka. But I will say with Sabalenka during this Miami Open that she hasn't really had a lot of challenges. What I mean by that, maybe challenges is not the right word to use here. She's had a lot of tough matches in this one. Not really. I mean, she even played Zhang Jinwen from China and just slice and dice her off the court. So hasn't had a tough match. She even had a walkover where one of her opponents just quit during the middle of it. So maybe that's why she's having so much fun. So, one thing that us normal folks like myself uh, comprehend very well is we are not going to stand here and um, say that we know what it's like to play professional tennis. And I think all these players, the Sabalenkas, the Pegulas, definitely the Alexandras today, 19-year-old, they love competition, and losing is not fun for them. So when you have that competitive spirit, I think losing is just sucks. So um, I will leave you with that. It's been so much fun. This Miami Open literally has had everything. everything from drama to classiness, to Alexander staying on court for a little bit there. I was like 95% of players, 99% of players, after they lose, they don't stay on court like that. They're just immediately walk off. But not Alexandra. She wanted to enjoy this moment a little bit more and really. And if you saw before match point, I mean, she was a few points before match point for Jessica. She was telling the crowd to keep cheering, and I thought that was a pretty interesting moment too. And doing that on Jessica's serve, I don't know if that was the right thing to do while Jessica was serving, because it definitely got the crowd really riled up. But um, a lot of Filipinos in the crowd tonight. I will leave you with that. I know you have a lot of options on where you can watch your tennis analysis. If you're watching right here on Best Muscle Video, thank you so much. There is a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player, just so it says the word thanks right there on your phone or your computer. You can click on that and send me money that way. There's also, of course, a subscribe button. So many of you have subscribed, new subscribers. So thank you so much. And you're working hard. I mean, like I said, this is 12:05 a.m. We're now into Friday, 5 minutes into Friday, and we're still rocking and rolling on camera here. So thank you so much for the support. And quite frankly, I love you. I love those comments. And I love when you hit likes on the videos. It's a lot of respect if you're watching this. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Arena Sabalenka, Jessica Pegula, 2 days away. We'll see you then. Talk to you later.